Jennifer, Amy, Laura, Busy, Olivia, Rachel, Eric, Joe.
A good memory is that he can't draw straight lines, and I find it funny because we always joke about things in class, and all of the classes we have ever taken together are always good memories. And I find that he's a really good teacher. To learn things from him is so easy. He can explain things very in depth, and he can explain things to the point where you as a student can learn the best way, and I find that really good to have as a teacher.
Hey Alex, I just want to say I'm really thankful for being a good math teacher. You know, I used to be just completely bad at math. I'm getting up there now. I think I could be like Albert Einstein someday. Yeah, I'm really grateful, man. Thank you.
So I love Abel as a teacher because she is willing to kind of travel away from just the textbook learning style and is willing to collaborate with your interest and make learning biology fun.
Hi. One of my favorite moments with April is the whole bomb folder thing that we have going on, and conveniently trying not to talk about it when tours are going by or just when anyone's going by, lest they overhear us talking about how to set off a nuclear bomb. But we do not have the materials, so the school is safe.
Thank you very much. You've been a great science teacher and lead teacher. You're absolutely amazing. It's always fun in physics and in chemistry. The labs are great. And I always like talking about your cats with you. It's great.
My favorite moment with Amy is probably when I said, like, randomly in a random accent, I said, "Okay, peasants," and then we just started busting out laughing, and now it's like an inside joke.
Hello. Okay, this is for Arthur. Thank you for being one of my science teachers while I've been here with the second semester of chemistry. And it's always really fun to talk rocks with you. Whenever I need help identifying one, I can just come to you, man, and it's great.
Brett, you always let us play Dress to Impress, so thank you. Smiley face.
My favorite thing about Brett is that he gets Starbucks every day like a preppy girl.
One favorite things that me and Busy did when I had her classes was we would go off on tangents sometimes, and we would talk about random fun facts about history that we knew, and I would always learn a bunch of really entertaining stuff, and it was great.
For Caroline, because we always talk and connect over our horrific stories about children.
Hey Cameron, happy Thanksgiving. I hope your day's going amazing. My favorite memory with you is probably all the times I drew all over your board, and shout out to my little artwork still up there.
I think my favorite thing about Deanna is I love how she has so much optimism to her. Like, I love how sweet she is, even though people are like very crappy. I just love how motherly she is, and she very much reminds me of a school mother. I love her.
I'm very thankful for Dawn for giving me the idea of putting the ducks everywhere around school. And I'm thankful for Eric for inspiring me to keep going with the ducks.
Dean, as you know, I have a lot of respect for your time, so I'm going to keep this brief.
I want to say thank you to Eric for putting up with our chaos in his classroom during the STEM club. Even though I've not got to have you as a teacher, you're still super fun to be around and joke around with. Thank you.
Thank you for tolerating everything that we have done. I know it has been an experience. Thank you, Eric, and I promise we'll try not to mess up your classroom too much for the rest of the time that we're here. Hopefully the ducks don't flood your room too much.
Okay, so for Eric, one of my favorite moments is when I tell stories about my crazy Southern family, and then you start doing your Southern accent. You're like, Emma.
I like how bubbly and optimistic she is. She's very slay. She's very slay.
I want to say thank you to Jennifer for dealing with all my executive skills roller coasters. Thank you very much for helping me just with day-to-day life, letting me talk about stuff, and also for coming out to see the robotics competition.
One of my favorite moments is when we realized we literally go thrifting at the same place because it's really cool. And I was like, oh, I really like your sweater. And you were like, oh, I thrifted it. And I was like, where'd you thrift it? And you're like, oh, well, I got it at this place. And I was like, oh my gosh, I go there too.
I'm thankful for Jennifer because she always lets me get stickers at the end of class, and she always cares about what's going on in my life.
My favorite thing about Jeremiah is that he always checks up on everyone.
Hi, Jim. Thank you for the whole English essay experience that happened. Thank you very much for supporting me through that, making sure I got that done, and generally what you do around here.
Thank you, Joe, for getting me in contact with Steez. It's been a pleasure for you to be my teacher, for sure.
I'm grateful for Julia because she never gives me any homework.
I'm grateful for Julia because she makes learning incredibly fun.
I'm grateful for Kimberly because she always lets me lie in her room when it gets too loud.
My favorite thing about Miss Kimberly is when she eats too much sugar, she gets really hyper.
Laura is like, I've had Laura for like 3 years now. She's been my math teacher ever since I got here, and she's probably my favorite math teacher I've ever had. She's great.
All right, I want to say thank you to Lauren for making sure that everybody's actually doing what they're supposed to do and keeping this place running. I don't know if we would function without you. We probably wouldn't. So thank you very much.
My best memory with Lily is when we made scratch games together.
Hey Mary, I'm really happy that you're my teacher because you're a really funny person and you're cool to hang out with.
I'm thankful for Nathan because of his mindfulness and everything that he's taught me in that realm, as well as his caring and his caring personality and how he cares about everybody's just overall well-being, and I appreciate that.
My favorite thing about Nathan is he's so chill.
Hello, thank you, Olivia. You've been absolutely amazing. It's always fun to talk about like poems that we're going to discuss or that we haven't discussed yet that seem interesting. Like for example, Ozymandias, I'm really looking forward to that. I've read it before and it seems really fun to do in class together.
I'm grateful for Ornella because she is very compassionate and helpful in the classroom.
My favorite memory about Ornella is when we get very off topic and almost forget we're in math class.
I am thankful for Paula because she incorporates my personal interests into our class and it makes it just so much fun.
My favorite memory with Paula was last year when we set up the Christmas tree and the white dust got everywhere.
Well, I want to say thank you to Rachel for setting this whole thing up and for being my one-on-one homework cafe teacher and making sure that I don't go too crazy during the day, and also for Ice because Ice is the best. And I'm double thanking Rachel here and in the video.
Thank you, Shane, for helping with calculus. It was really fun and would have been way worse in my old school. And just yet again, thank you. It was really fun, and thanks for a D&D club. You always make it entertaining.
And then favorite moment with Shane is when I always get off topic and then you have to be like, oh, well, you need to do your work. And then like Rachel would never make me do that. And then you're like, you have such a good idea of Rachel. I'm like, yeah, because Rachel's perfect. So.
I think my favorite moment is probably when I had Sean read my book that I wrote and she made it my course assignment.
Hey Sean, I just want to say I'm really thankful for being a good English teacher, and I'm really grateful for that. Yeah.
I'm grateful for Tanya because she always lets me loiter in the lobby and talk to her.
Thank you for helping me get through my hard times, Tracy. You're amazing.
Kevin Durant, LeBron James again, LeBron James' son.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me about really important subjects that are not at all related to class. It's just really... Nope, do it again. I now have a name for every... Hi.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan.
What's her name? April.
Special shout out to Billie Eilish.
Thank you for getting through help. Oh my god.
My memory.
And Muhammad Ali.